Hey guys, Desolator Magic here, and it's finally time for the 50,000 subscriber special where I revisit a very old, very famous video that I made with a question that probably a couple hundred people have asked me to do, especially in the comment section of that video, and I've even been hearing about this for the last couple years. I built a bulletproof vest out of 2,050 cards, all commons by the way, and we shot it with multiple calibers and all that stuff, and it didn't stop much. I think the name Bulletproof Vest might have been a bit of a misnomer. So the number one question since then has been, would it do better as foils? And I can tell you right now, yes, because they weigh about 3 to 4 times as much, if I recall. So here we are, finally, 400 foils. I thought I had more, but no, this is a good portion of the foils that I own, unfortunately. If I really dug, I could probably find another 1,000 or two, but let's actually get it in the frame here. Yeah, this is a brick. I mean, look at this thing. And that's Gorilla Tape, just like the last one. I mean, this feels like it would stop anything, but that's what I said last time, and it turned out, well, spoiler alert, it didn't stop much. So, will it stop a bullet? All right, end of video. No, I'm just kidding. This right here, Full Metal Jacket 9mm Fiocchi rounds, or Fiocchi, however you say that. I think it's Fiocchi. This sailed right through it like it wasn't even there when it was non-foils. Now, foils, Wizards has never disclosed what material they use, but I suspect it's a Mylar, because that's the only thing that you could print directly on that would get that thin that I know of, but I could be wrong. It's something that weighs a lot, let's put it that way, because I remember weighing 100 foils and weighing 100 non-foils, and there was a significant difference. Also, I don't know if you've ever tried to rip a foil in half. It is basically impossible. Now, that said, if it was Mylar is very easily pierced by sharp objects, but, well, does this look very sharp to you? It's pretty blunt. I mean, that's the tip of a bullet right there. I mean, there's not much going on there. That said, it's moving so fast that the impact area is pretty small. And if we were to move up to a rifle caliber, that's a different story, which, spoiler alert, we aren't. None of my rifles are sighted in enough to hit this at 25 yards. And in the last video, we were going to try a shotgun slug, but we ran out of time. But yeah, that would just be, haha, fun, look, we turned it into confetti, so I'm not trying that either. Also, there's no sight on either of my shotguns, so it's like Helen Keller sending slugs downrange, which doesn't really work at 25 yards. Also, I don't really want to clean it up. So, last video, we started with subsonic hollow points, 22s, long rifle. I'm not going to bother. These are weak as hell. I don't even know. What are they? 1040 feet per second. Weak. So, we're going to just step it right up to the velocitors. Just picked these up at a gun show, so that's cool. And these are a beastly 1435 FPS. Look at that. And I'm firing it out of a long barrel Marlin. So, yeah. Just sighted it in. I should be able to nail the card within about a ½ inch. So, I'll probably go top right with that one. I fully expected to stop it in the last video, the regular paper cards. A subsonic hollow point, it took like 25 cards to stop it, so... I mean, I have a pretty good feeling about these foils, but that's what I said last time about the 9mm, and it made like a cartoon hole through them. So because of what happened last time, I'm going to start with some custom-made, yeah, they're green, but they're not green tip, don't trip, 9mm low velocity. I think they're actually subsonic. And they're not like heavier where it all works out, they're just really weak rounds, they're low recoil. Then, if that makes it through, we're going to step it up to hollow points. And these have like almost a blade on them, and they have like a spiral cut in them, so they're pretty mean. But hollow points drag as they go through the material, and I tightened up the edges with pretty good tape here. So I don't know. I think it'll stop these. I think it'll stop everything. Honestly, I don't think a 9mm is making it through. But in case that one gets stopped, we're gonna step it up. Oh yes, I actually own these, and I have a gun that can fire them. Hornady plus P rounds. Plus Ps are well, let's just say they hurt your hand a little bit more. Oh, here we go. Critical duty, baby. Oh, yeah. They are polymer tips that acts a little bit differently, but if anything, that's going to help it get through. So that has a lot of impact energy. I would almost say more than what made it through last time, which is, of course, a Fiocchi Full Metal Jacket. Brass-coated for some reason. I guess copper was too expensive for them. They're kind of cheap rounds. But, yeah, look at these beauties. I just love the look of that. Even better when it's full, but whatever. And if all of that makes it through, I would love to try these beautiful steel-cased Russian imports that'll probably jam in my AR-15. But they're going to make it through. It's like 10 times the energy of a 9mm or something just outrageous like that. If 100 paper cards can't stop a 9 mil, the long, pointy, narrow, I mean, look at that impact tip. I mean, look at that. And these aren't even hollow. I guarantee that would sail right through it. But like I said, I got iron sights in my AR. They got knocked way out of whack. It's shooting inches off. It's just not going to happen. Watch me go to the range and try it anyway when plus Ps don't make it through. Also, I should address that I have stacked these a little bit differently. It was a 50-50 offset, so that no matter what you, like, I guess were hitting a seam. I don't know why I thought that would work. I guess I didn't want to, like, hit near the edge and then, oh, well, there's a weak point there, and there. First of all, I just won't. And secondly, I want 100 cards in a row. Now, it shouldn't make a difference because the places that I hit with how many shots I took in the last video, some of them went right through basically solid 100 cards. And my god, did the 308 just blast it to hell and back. I never asked Rybread if he was running hollow points or not, actually. It looked like he was, based on the, we'll say, exit wound. By the way, if anything, this is a clip. This is a magazine. This is not called a clip. I'm triggered. So before we head out, let's have a little fun. I can fire this within indoors, I guess. Here we go. All right. Here's hoping I don't hit the camera or my wall. Wow. That did not make it through anything. This is a 50-pound crossbow, too. Oh my gosh, I don't think that made it through the duct tape. Look at that. Nothing. Okay, it made the smallest, faintest hole ever. I think it made it through one card. So I'm not sure what the impact energy is on that. Probably like 50 joules-ish, somewhere in that neighborhood. Maybe 100. No, not even. I've seen what 100 could do to cards. So I have a lot of confidence that this is finally going to stop a 9mm. Let's go find out. Or we could just roll on it right now. I don't think I got past its armor class. Okay. Nice. Dead center. Well, that high velocity stuff went a little bit further than I thought. Check this out. I think we can tell where that stopped. That does not bode well for the 9mm. So I'm going to start with the hollow points. Okay, so we're going to try the low velocity 9mm. This is going to take me the whole damn box to hit this thing, I bet. Got it. Well, guys, I did hit it kind of in the crease there, but the question is that an exit wound or not? I guess we'll have to see if the bullet's still in there. It doesn't feel like it is. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like it went clear through it, but that is the weakest possible spot. So, you know what? Let's just step it up to hollow points anyway. Okay, at $1.50 per round, we're moving it up a little bit. Actually, I probably shouldn't shoot my cell phone. There we go. All right, guarantee I'm hitting it now. So we're going with the, I don't remember what brand these are, but they're hollow points. So normal velocity, but a lot of drag. Let's see what happens. That's what happened. Wow. Okay. Well, now I gotta clean that up. All right, there's the entry hole. What do you guys think? Well, that's what's left of the exit hole. It went right through it. Hollow point too. I can tell that it dragged. It did confetti the back and I had to go clean that up. But yeah, it looks like foils. They don't seem to stop any better than normal cards. In fact, according to the 22, they stop a little bit worse. I mean, I was using high velocity though, so I'm going to say roughly equal, which I am shocked by. I absolutely thought these were going to stop at 9mm. So, well, there's your answer. And yes, I did fan this out, make sure there wasn't a bullet in there. Yeah, it went right through. All right, so I did a little post-dissection here, and the 22 came blazing through the Phoenix right there, and then right behind me, like after the bullet already stopped, We got some pretty damaged cards here. You could probably see that in the light. That's why I turned on the overhead. So, yeah, it stopped it, but even like 30 cards back from it, it still looked like this. I mean, there was such an enormous dent. I mean, look at that. Oh man. So yes, it stopped it, but the like energy carried forward had to be stopped by those cards. Now a similar thing happened with the 9 millimeter. Um a lot of the cards that were behind the hole, because you saw the hole was just like, okay, there's a hole in it, it's bullet shaped. When it started dragging, but it still had energy because hollow points like to kind of mushroom out and drag as they go, it just started taking chunks out of the card. So you could see there's it's just it's just pure energy. It's just blunt force. This one had barely ripped through. This one it did, so it actually almost stopped. It was really close. But then you saw the back ones, it started knocking off almost whole cards, but the cards. I don't know if I even found the very back card, so it's possible that it like technically made it through 99 and then ripped the last couple cards out of the back, but I don't think so. I think it actually stopped it. So, if you guys are really interested, because I know I am, I could just stack up like 500 foils, duct tape them together, and just see how many foils it takes to stop a 9 millimeter regular and hollow point. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section if you're interested in that. Otherwise, that's the autopsy of what happened. Apparently, foil cards are nowhere near the power that I thought they were as far as stopping. Because, like I said, you take a foil card, even one. Boy, this was down even deeper. Look at that dent. Damn, you can't rip them. They cannot be ripped in half. I don't know if you ever tried that. They'll tear before that. Yep, that's part of the material, and that's the front material, by the way. They do some kind of, they print on like a plastic, and then I think they stick it on like a shiny mylar, and then this is like partially see-through, but yeah, you can't rip this. It's, I mean, I can't do anything to this. So that's why I thought, well, that's way easier than a paper card. No, apparently it has really good rip resistance, but not very good penetration resistance. So, that's your final conclusion right there. Unless we want to make a part 3, like I said, let me know what you want down in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Thanks for helping me make it to 50,000 subscribers. And I will see you guys next video.